Spokane Talks Live, and today we have a representative from McNeice Wheeler, and we always talk about law and things going on. And Ryan and I were meeting this morning, and he said, "I've got an idea," which is always dangerous, isn't it? And we have Andy Wetzel here, who is first year law student at that school. What's it called?
Gonzaga.
Gonzaga.
Go
yeah.
Zags.
Yeah, go Zags. They have is it a football team or basketball team that's pretty good?
I think their basketball team's pretty
yeah.
good.
But the football team's undefeated since '54.
Really?
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
You are technically right. That's true.
You're just finishing up your first year of law school there, so you have 2 more to go. We've had some of the interns in who are just ready to head out and take the bar exam and everything else. And how long have you been at McNeice Wheeler?
I've actually only been there for about a month.
Oh,
so
okay.
I just got done with my first year
Okay.
at Gonzaga,
Yeah.
and then started working.
That's
for
what I
them
kind of
right
thought,
after.
but that's
Yeah.
why I asked the question. So is Ryan treating you right? Do you
Oh,
have
he's
a
treating me great. He's a great boss.
Do you
They're
have a
both Ryan and
palatious
Becky.
office and all of that?
I
Say
do.
yes, even
yeah,
though
I
you
do.
don't.
I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
I have a nice office. Ryan and Becky are great. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's really great to get some real life experience.
It
on
is,
top of
you know, and I think about so many professions that and unfortunately, government today is trying to make it really hard to do internships places because of all the regulations and so forth. And what a great experience, though, to get the real hands-on. I mean, you can learn all the book learning and the lectures and everything else, but it's a little different when you hit the ground and have to figure out, I've got a client coming in 2 hours and I got to finish up whatever this project is and get ready for them, right?
Oh yeah, law school you're used to deadlines and having to have things done, but it's nothing
Like the real world.
like the real world application because you spend all day in a book, maybe potentially
Yeah.
during law school studying for whatever class it may be, but
Oh, Lord.
you get to switch it up so often when you're doing real life practice. It's
Yeah.
like, I need you to research this
Yes.
morning, and then
So do you do a lot of research? Is that what you end up doing as an intern, a lot of research, preparing things?
That's the main thing I've been doing is a
Yeah.
lot of legal research.
Wow.
I've written a couple memos for some of the attorneys at the firm, but
Okay.
I enjoy it. It's really
Good.
interesting. So
Now, you have a little bit of experience here in Spokane because you've gone to school here and everything else. And where did you go for your undergraduate work?
I went to Washington State University for my undergrad.
Oh,
I actually
okay.
went to University of Puget Sound for a semester to play football and out of high school, and I tore my rotator cuff.
Okay. So since you couldn't play football, they didn't put you on the team at WSU?
I didn't have quite what they were looking for.
Okay. Anyway, so what made you decide to go into law? You look like a bright young man that you'd be smarter than that. Was that something from early on? Is it in the genes? I mean, family?
I don't have any immediate family members who are
Okay.
attorneys, actually. It's just something that's kind of always piqued my interest.
Okay.
Back in high school,
Because it's not easy,
No, it's not.
you know?
Law school was the toughest year I'd say academically in my life
I
for
would
sure.
bet.
And people have told me that this is going to be the toughest year of your life. And
Okay.
it's hard to really explain it, but when you go through it, that's what it is. It's just extremely difficult the whole time.
Do you feel a sense of accomplishment now that year 1 of 3 is over?
I'd say I feel more relief than accomplishment right now.
Okay.
I'm just glad that first year's over
Yeah.
because that's what I've heard is the toughest.
I was going to say, is that when you see a lot of washouts the first year?
Yeah,
They
definitely.
get in there and go, this is beyond what I really had expected.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is just a lot more
So
than I
to
can
get
handle
past
right now.
that psychological first year,
It's a big step.
Yeah.
It's a big step.
Now, you've been in football and you've been in sports and everything else. How does that compare to what the track experience, if you will, that you're having with law school?
It's actually really interesting because I think they both involve some degree of competitiveness.
Okay.
But they're very different playing fields as far as that goes.
Okay.
You know, growing up playing youth sports and high school sports, you would see your opponents once, twice, maybe 3 times a season or a year.
Right.
When you're in law school, in a sense, people try and make
It's
it.
all
that
the
those-
time.
It's all the time. You're sitting next to your competitors every single day, and I try and not look at it like that because I think that's just kind of more of a negative way
Right.
to look at things. And how are you supposed to make friends?
But
when,
your fellow students are your competition.
exactly, which is the weird aspect. It's
Yeah.
such a hard dynamic to
Yeah.
deal with, on top of the fact that you're putting in between 50 and 70 hours a week or whatever it may be,
Yeah.
just to stay afloat in school.
Now, tell me, and we'll probably get in trouble for this, but who was your favorite professor this year?
Oh man, that is a tough one. I had a couple.
Okay.
Professor Daggett was one of my favorites. She taught me torts first
Okay.
semester.
Okay.
And I had Professor Pearson for contracts
Okay.
in second semester, and she was also very good. But I'm a very big
Pretty
fan
darn
of the
good school,
professors.
isn't it?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, it's a
Yeah.
great school. I've really enjoyed my experience there.
I don't know if Ryan has told you, but we start in 2 weeks to interview the professors over at the law school. We'll be doing a series with the law school professors starting on that. We shoot the first one, I think it's on the 26th this month, and we're looking forward to it because not only can it be used internally and used for marketing out in the United States, but I think we have a treasure here in terms of a very professional law school. And I think the community is interested to see the person who does torts and so on and so forth and the expertise we have. So we're
Yeah.
kind of looking forward to that.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea because, like I said, I've lived here most of my life, and
Yeah.
I've never really known too much about Gonzaga's law school other than I've
Yeah.
heard it's good.
And it's
yeah,
a few dollars,
it's a
right?
few dollars. It's a few dollars to get
Now,
that piece
when
of
you
paper.
graduate, will you stay in Spokane?
I don't really have any set plans yet,
Okay.
so we'll see how I do. I wouldn't mind moving at all, though. I've been around this area for so long,
Okay,
and doing my
a-
undergrad in Pullman at Washington
Okay,
State.
a chance to go explore some other places.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably make more money some other places too. But
Probably, but it also probably costs quite a bit more. to
yeah,
live,
yeah,
and-
I know. Don't be real. Here. I mean, that's being realistic. So okay. So now, are you all set for the fall? Is that when you go back to school in the fall? Because they don't really do much in the summertime there, right?
Yeah, you can take summer classes if you want to. I chose not to because
Yeah.
I'm working full time, and I
Yeah.
just wanted a little bit more of a break. But
Okay.
I've got all my classes scheduled for this coming fall, and I'm excited. I've heard it's not quite as rigorous as the first year.
Yeah,
so-
you lived through the first year.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
live through the first year, and it gets better from there on out. So
Okay, so now you're going to have to come back several times during the year and tell us how things are going, and especially come back if you need to tattle on Ryan. You know, if there's anything that, he's not doing that he should do, we'll just cover that, okay?
I definitely will. I'll be back, and I'll keep an eye on him for you.
All right, thank you very much. Best
you
of
for
luck,
having me.
luck to you. This is great, and we'll follow how you're doing the next 2 years.
Awesome. I really appreciate being here. Thank
All
you.
right, great. We'll be right back after this.